Welcome to the Allison Knows podcast. I am so excited for today's deep dive.
Yeah.
It's about taking control of our health and lifespan instead of, just passively accepting aging. We're going to be looking at Tony Robbins' book, Life Force.
Okay.
And also some information on this really unique health insurance model called Fountain Health.
Wow.
And even some of the latest tech breakthroughs that are kind of straight out of a sci-fi movie,
Yeah.
but totally real. So our mission today is to kind of step into a world where you're not just living longer,
Right.
but thriving, energized, and pain-free.
Mm-hmm.
Really exciting stuff.
Yeah, it really, think about it.
Yeah.
This is like the promise of precision medicine
Yeah.
and that proactive approach that we keep hearing so much about.
Exactly. And what's so cool is we're going to blend all these different sources together.
Yeah.
Robbins' action plan, Fountain Health's unique insurance model, and, all the latest tech breakthroughs.
It's a lot to cover,
It is a lot.
but it's so interesting.
It is.
Okay, so.
So let's jump right in. One of the things that really caught my attention in Life Force was the idea of
Yeah.
full-body MRIs that use AI
Okay.
to spot things that your regular doctor might miss.
Holy.
Early cancer detection,
Yeah.
hidden risks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having a crystal ball for your health.
Yeah, early detection is key, right? Like
Right.
we're moving away from that old wait-and-see approach to health.
Right.
Instead, these tests give you the power to act before a small issue becomes a big problem.
I love that.
And there are some really specific examples in the book that Robbins talks about.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Well, he talks about clearly coronary CT
Okay.
for heart health,
Mm-hmm.
and the Driel blood test for over 50 types of cancer.
That's incredible.
It is. And then there's also epigenetic testing,
Okay.
which can actually show you how your lifestyle is affecting your biological age
Wow.
and how to reverse it.
So it's not just about living longer. It's about feeling good, too, right?
Exactly. Robbins talks about a vitality pharmacy.
Yeah.
It's not your grandma's vitamin aisle.
No, not at
But
all.
we're talking about hormone optimization therapy,
Okay.
peptides, pharmaceutical-grade supplements,
Wow.
things that target your specific needs and just boost energy.
I mean, imagine having the energy of someone years younger,
Right.
and not through wishful thinking, but through these precisely tailored interventions
Yeah.
based on your body.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
It is.
So Robbins isn't just about the what.
Right.
He's also about the how.
Yes,
His 7-step plan in Life Force feels very doable,
it does.
even amidst all this cutting-edge stuff.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so powerful.
Yeah.
He starts with having you decide what you want.
Okay.
More energy, less pain.
Right.
And then each step kind of builds on that using testing and tech as your guide.
I love that. It's
Yeah.
very personalized.
Very.
So what are some of the key steps that really stood out to you?
Well, obviously, step one is all about deciding what you want and getting the right tests
Right.
to establish that baseline.
He's a big proponent of comprehensive testing.
Like what kinds of tests?
Well, he mentions checking for things like heavy metal toxicity,
Oh.
hormone imbalances, food sensitivities,
Okay.
and then, of course, that full-body MRI we talked about earlier and the Driel blood test.
For cancer detection.
Right?
So once you have a clear picture of your health,
Yeah.
you can move on to step two, which is all about educating yourself on the latest advancements
Okay.
in health and longevity.
Okay.
Robbins encourages you to explore everything,
Wow.
from stem cell therapy to Dr. David Sinclair's research on reversing aging.
Wow. So much to learn.
There is.
So he wants you to be an informed consumer of healthcare,
Yes.
empowered to make decisions that align with your personal goals.
Totally.
Okay. So we've got our goals. We're starting to understand the possibilities. What's next?
Step three, which
Yeah.
is where the rubber meets the road,
Okay.
maximizing your energy and regeneration. So Robbins really highlights the power of hormone optimization therapy, or HOT, as he calls it.
Catchy.
Yeah.
So he argues that this can address age-related imbalances that just sap our vitality.
Yeah.
He also dives into the potential benefits of peptides and pharmaceutical-grade supplements.
Mm-hmm.
But HOT can be somewhat controversial, right?
Yeah, you're right.
What are some things people should consider before pursuing that?
First and foremost, it's essential to work with a knowledgeable healthcare professional to
Okay.
determine if HOT is appropriate for you
Okay.
and to monitor for any potential side effects.
That makes sense.
Robbins emphasizes this personalized approach throughout the book.
Yeah.
Then this applies especially to hormone therapy.
Yeah, that's a good reminder that even with these cutting-edge tools,
Right.
a thoughtful and informed approach is key.
Absolutely.
So Robbins doesn't just focus on the high-tech stuff.
No, not at all.
Step 4 in his plan emphasizes the often overlooked fundamentals
Okay.
of sleep and pain management.
Yes, like he really advocates for at least 7 hours of quality sleep per night. Exploring things like optimizing your sleep environment, establishing a consistent bedtime routine.
That's so important.
It is. And then when it comes to pain relief, he suggests a whole range of methods.
Okay.
From simple stretches and postural adjustments to things like PEMF therapy.
What is PEMF therapy?
Oh, it uses electromagnetic pulses to reduce inflammation and promote healing.
Interesting. So it's really a holistic approach, addressing both the mind and body.
Totally.
And speaking of lifestyle, step 5 is all about designing a way of life
Yes,
that supports maximum longevity.
exactly. This is where all of our daily choices and habits come into play.
Yeah.
So Robbins talks about prioritizing nutrient-dense whole foods,
Mm.
reducing sugar intake,
You know.
and even considering like a periodic cleanse to reset your system.
Yeah.
He also mentions the benefits of calorie restriction,
Okay.
managing appetite, and staying properly hydrated.
It's amazing to think that these simple things can have such a profound effect on our long-term health.
They really can.
Okay, so we've covered testing, treatments, lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Well, there's one more crucial piece,
Okay.
the power of the mind.
Oh, yeah.
Step 7 in Robbins' plan is all about taking control of your mental and emotional landscape,
Okay.
recognizing the profound impact it has on your physical well-being.
So he's a big believer in that mind-body connection.
Absolutely.
Right.
He highlights the practice of daily priming.
What's that?
It involves setting a positive intention for your day and visualizing success.
I like that.
And then he also explores emotional freedom techniques,
Oh,
or EFT,
What's that?
which can help manage stress and anxiety by tapping on specific acupressure points.
Interesting. So it's fascinating how much our thoughts and emotions can actually influence our physical health.
You really can.
And it's empowering to realize that we can learn to manage them more effectively.
For sure.
This whole 7-step plan feels like a journey, not just a quick fix.
Totally agree.
It's about ongoing learning, experimentation, and adapting as we go.
That's what makes it realistic and sustainable,
Right?
right?
I love that.
It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress,
Right.
about continually striving to optimize our health and well-being.
And it's so encouraging to see how all these advancements in technology and personalized medicine and our understanding of the human body are converging
Yeah.
to give us more control than ever before over our health and longevity.
Absolutely.
And speaking of navigating complex systems,
Yeah.
what about the financial side of all this?
Right.
These advanced tests and treatments are probably not cheap.
Yeah.
And traditional insurance isn't exactly known for embracing the latest and greatest.
That's true.
So that's where Fountain Health comes in.
Exactly.
They have a totally different approach to health insurance.
They do.
That's designed to embrace these advancements.
It is.
So how does that work?
Well, instead of waiting for people to get sick and then reacting,
Right.
Fountain Health focuses on prevention and early detection.
Okay.
They understand that investing in these areas actually saves money in the long run.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
It's cheaper to maintain a car than to constantly fix it after it breaks down.
That's a great analogy.
Right.
It makes a lot of sense. If we can catch health issues early and prevent them from becoming major problems, we'll save on expensive treatments and hospitalizations down the line.
Exactly. And Fountain Health understands this.
Yeah.
They offer coverage for advanced diagnostic testing,
Wow.
personalized treatments, and even things like hormone optimization therapy.
Which traditional insurance might not cover.
Right.
It's fantastic that there are companies like Fountain Health who are really pushing the boundaries of what health insurance can be.
Totally agree.
This whole concept of proactive and personalized healthcare is so inspiring.
It is.
It makes me feel like I have so much more control over my health and my future.
I agree. It's very empowering to know that we have options beyond just accepting the status quo.
Yes. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the world of health and longevity, be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any future episodes.
Yes.
We're also on Spotify and YouTube, so be sure to check us out there as well.
And we'll be back after a quick break to delve deeper into Tony Robbins' 7-step plan
Okay.
and explore specific strategies for maximizing your health and lifespan.
We'll be right back.
See you soon. Welcome back. Before the break, we were starting to unpack Tony Robbins' 7-step plan from his book, Life Force.
Yes.
This isn't just some abstract theory.
Right.
It's a practical roadmap
Okay.
for applying these cutting-edge discoveries to our own lives.
Okay, I'm ready to dive in. What's the first step on this journey to optimized health?
Well, Robbins starts with a really simple but profound question.
Okay.
What do you truly want for your health? More energy, sharper focus, freedom from pain. You know, that vision becomes your North Star.
So it's not about following a generic plan,
Right.
but customizing it to your own individual aspiration.
Exactly.
And then step 2 focuses on understanding which tools and technologies are most relevant to your unique needs and goals.
Exactly. It's about informed decision-making.
Yeah.
Robbins encourages us to become savvy health consumers.
Okay.
Exploring options like stem cell therapy,
Okay.
Dr. Sinclair's research on those 4 essential molecules for longevity,
Right.
and even new approaches to managing conditions like osteoarthritis.
So it's about moving beyond just being that passive patient
Yeah,
and actively participating in shaping your health outcomes.
totally.
Okay, so we've got our goals. We're starting to understand the possibilities. What's next?
Step 3 is where the rubber meets the road,
Okay.
maximizing your energy and regeneration.
Right.
Robbins highlights the power of hormone optimization therapy, or HOT, which he argues can address those age-related imbalances that just sap our vitality. He also dives into the potential benefits of peptides and pharmaceutical-grade supplements.
HOT can be kind of controversial, though.
Yeah, you're right.
What are some things people should consider before pursuing that?
It's essential to work with a knowledgeable healthcare professional
Okay.
to determine if HOT is appropriate and to monitor for any potential side effects.
So Robbins emphasizes a personalized approach throughout the book,
He does.
and this applies especially to hormone therapy.
Absolutely.
That's a good reminder that even with all these cutting-edge tools,
Right.
a thoughtful and informed approach is key.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Robbins doesn't just focus on all the high-tech stuff.
Right, not at all.
Step 4 in his plan emphasizes the often overlooked fundamentals of sleep and pain management. He advocates for at least 7 hours of quality sleep per night,
Okay.
exploring techniques like optimizing your sleep environment
Yeah.
and establishing a consistent bedtime routine.
It's so important. It is. And then when it comes to pain relief, he dives into a range of methods.
Okay, like what?
Well, from simple stretches and postural adjustments to things like PEMF therapy.
What is PEMF therapy?
It uses electromagnetic pulses to reduce inflammation and promote healing.
Interesting. So it's really a holistic approach,
It is.
addressing both the mind and the body.
Totally.
And speaking of lifestyle,
Yeah.
Step 5 is all about designing a way of life
Yes.
that supports maximum longevity.
This is where all our daily choices and habits come into play.
Okay.
So Robbins talks about prioritizing nutrient-dense whole foods,
Okay.
reducing sugar intake,
Yeah.
even considering a periodic cleanse to kind of reset your system.
Yeah.
He also mentions the benefits of calorie restriction, managing your appetite, and staying properly hydrated.
It's amazing to think that these simple things can have such a profound effect on your long-term health.
It really is incredible.
Okay. So we've covered testing, treatments, lifestyle changes. Is that everything?
Well, there's one more crucial piece.
Okay.
The power of the mind.
Oh, yeah.
Step 7 in Robbins' plan is all about taking control of your mental and emotional landscape,
Okay.
recognizing that profound impact it has on your physical well-being.
So he's a big believer in that mind-body connection.
Absolutely.
What
He highlights the practice of daily priming.
makes that?
It involves setting a positive intention for your day and visualizing success.
I like that.
Yeah, and then he also explores emotional freedom techniques, or EFT,
What's that?
which can help manage stress and anxiety by tapping on specific acupressure points.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how much our thoughts and emotions can influence our physical health.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It really is. And it's so empowering to realize that we can learn to manage those things more effectively.
For sure.
This whole 7-step plan feels like a journey, not just a quick fix.
I totally agree.
It's about ongoing learning, experimentation, adapting as we go.
That's what makes it so realistic and sustainable, right?
Yeah, I love that.
It's not about being perfect. It's
Right.
about making progress
Right.
and continually striving to optimize our health and well-being.
And it's just so encouraging to see all these advancements in technology and personalized medicine and our understanding of the human body are converging to give us more control than ever before over our health and longevity.
It really is an exciting time to be alive.
It is. And before we wrap up this section of our deep dive, I want to circle back to Fountain Health.
Oh, yeah.
Health insurance company we talked about earlier. It's not every day you hear about an insurance company that's actively invested in keeping you healthy.
Right.
So I think it's worth exploring further.
Absolutely.
What are some of the key things that set Fountain Health apart from the traditional insurance model?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Fountain Health really understands the power of early detection and prevention.
Okay.
They cover a wide range of advanced diagnostic tests.
Okay, like what?
Well, including that full-body MRI we discussed, clearly coronary CT angiography for heart health, genetic and epigenetic testing.
Wow.
And even the DRAIL blood test.
For cancer detection?
Yes.
That's a remarkably proactive approach.
It is, right.
It's like they're saying, let's find potential issues before they become major problems.
Yes.
Which is a complete shift from that reactive model of traditional insurance.
Exactly. And they don't just stop there.
Okay.
Fountain Health also covers personalized treatments that are often overlooked by those conventional insurance plans, including hormone optimization therapy, which we discussed earlier, as well as other cutting-edge therapies that are tailored to your specific needs and goals.
It almost feels like they're incentivized to keep you healthy.
Right.
Which is a pretty cool concept.
It is. Their success is tied to your well-being.
Yeah.
It's a partnership, not just a transactional relationship.
I love that. It sounds like Fountain Health is really embracing the future of healthcare.
They are, and I think their model is something we're going to see a lot more of in the years to come.
Yeah.
People are becoming more proactive about their health.
Yeah.
And they're looking for solutions that empower them to take control.
It's definitely an exciting time to be in the healthcare space.
It is.
There's so much innovation happening.
There is.
And it's incredible to see companies like Fountain Health leading the charge.
Yeah, for sure.
So as we head into this final part of our deep dive, I want to touch on something that's been kind of a recurring theme throughout our conversation. This idea of taking ownership of our health.
It's so important.
It is. It's easy to feel like we're at the mercy of our genes or our circumstances.
Yeah.
But what we've been exploring today is that we actually have a lot more agency than we think.
We do.
It's not about being perfect.
No.
It's about making these gradual, sustainable changes that move us in the right direction.
Exactly. It's about adopting a mindset of curiosity, experimentation, and self-care.
It's about becoming the CEO of your own health.
I love that. Because ultimately, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's about taking responsibility for our well-being and making choices that support our vision for a long, healthy, and fulfilling life.
This has been an incredibly empowering conversation.
It has.
I'm feeling so inspired to take action to make some positive changes.
Me too. And I hope our listeners are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
Remember, the future of health is being rewritten, and you have a starring role in your own health story.
And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the world of health and longevity, be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast.
Yes.
So you don't miss any future episodes.
Please do.
We're also on Spotify and YouTube, so be sure to check us out there as well.
And don't forget to check out the show notes for links to all the resources we've mentioned today.
Yes. Okay, well, for now, we'll be right back after a quick break.
Okay.
To wrap up our exploration of this fascinating topic. Welcome back to the Allison Knows podcast. It's been incredible, really diving deep into this world of personalized health optimization.
Yeah.
And the idea that we can have way more control over our lifespans and our well-being than we ever thought possible.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff.
One of the most fascinating concepts that we've touched on is this idea of biological age versus chronological age.
It's a really interesting concept.
For anyone just joining us, can you give us a quick breakdown of what that means?
Absolutely. So think of your chronological age as simply the number of years you've been alive.
Okay.
It's just a measure of time, right?
Right.
Your biological age, on the other hand, is more like a reflection of how well your cells and organs are functioning.
Okay.
Essentially how young or old your body is on the inside.
So it's like saying two cars can have the same mileage.
Right.
But be in vastly different conditions, depending on how well they've been maintained.
Yeah, and the exciting part is that while your genetics definitely play a role, our lifestyle choices have a huge impact on our biological age.
So it's not just about how long we live, but how well we live during those years.
That's the key.
So what are some of the key things that we can do to really optimize our biological age
Yeah.
and thrive as we get older.
Well, Tony Robbins actually goes into great detail about this in Life Force.
Okay.
He emphasizes, the power of a nutrient-rich diet.
Okay.
Prioritizing whole foods.
Right.
And really minimizing processed ingredients and sugar.
Those are the basics.
They are, but they're so important.
Right.
He's also a big advocate for regular exercise, not just for physical fitness,
Right.
but for its impact on cellular health and even cognitive function.
And he doesn't just talk about what to eat and how to move.
No, not at all.
He also really highlights the importance of managing stress and getting enough sleep.
Sleep is crucial.
It's amazing to think that these everyday choices can have such a big impact on our aging process at the cellular level.
It's pretty incredible.
Robbins goes beyond the physical aspects, too.
He does. He talks about, the importance of staying mentally and emotionally engaged, having a sense of purpose, continuing to learn and grow, and cultivating meaningful relationships.
So it's about living a life that's rich and fulfilling.
Yes.
Not just extending our lifespan for the sake of it.
Exactly. It's about having the energy and the vitality to pursue our passions, to contribute to the world, and to enjoy our time with loved ones.
It's about adding life to our years,
Yes.
not just years to our lives.
Exactly.
And with these advancements that we're seeing in personalized medicine and technology and our understanding of the human body, the possibilities for living longer, healthier, more vibrant lives are really expanding.
Absolutely.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
Yeah.
I want to leave our listeners with one final thought to ponder.
Okay.
Imagine you could add quality years to your life.
Okay.
Not just any years, but years filled with energy, vitality, and purpose.
Yeah.
What would you do with that extra time? How would you use that gift?
It's a powerful question.
It is.
It challenges us to think about what really matters and how we want to spend our precious time here.
It's not about chasing some mythical fountain of youth.
Right. Yeah.
It's about making conscious choices today that create a ripple effect for years to come.
It's about embracing this incredible opportunity we have to not just live longer, but to live better.
I think that's a message that really resonates
I think so too.
with people.
Yeah, we all want to live a life that's full of meaning and connection and joy.
Exactly.
And with all that we're learning about the science of aging and this power of personalized health optimization, that vision is becoming more and more attainable.
It's inspiring.
It is.
Well, this has been such an inspiring conversation.
It has.
Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
And to everyone listening, if you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
Please do.
You can also join the Allison Knows community on Spotify and YouTube for even more great content.
And don't forget to check out the show notes for links to all the resources we mentioned today.
Thank you for listening to the Allison Knows podcast. Follow Allison on Blue Sky, YouTube, and TikTok.